Well, I first started throwing a football when I was like 3, and my brothers all played football, so I'd watch like every game. And I've loved football since I was probably like 3, 4.
I first became interested in football probably in middle school, going to the high school football games, and then playing 7th and 8th grade football with my team and friends and just having fun with them. It was when flag football first started, so I've been playing it as long as I could, and I played it up until middle school. And then my freshman year, I wasn't even going to come out for football, and then some buddies, they're like encouraging me. They're like, come out, like it'll be fun. So I ended up coming out and then played all through high school.
Yes, when flag football started. I mean, I didn't really fall in love with the game until like we started to get to hit. And then as soon as tackle football started and I started to get a little bigger, it was way more fun.
What I'm gonna remember the most is just like every single second with the boys. Like, we were a really close team, and just I'm gonna like miss every second I had with those kids.
I don't know, we just all enjoyed being around each other every day. Sometimes practice wasn't the best, but you'd look forward to seeing the guys after school every day. And no matter what, like, you'd be there with them, hanging out and having a good time. And that was just something special about the whole season. Was we were a family. It was more than a team, it was a family. So all the guys, the coaches, just the environment they had, waking up and lifting every morning in the summer to two-a-days, just the friendships made.
The guys, for sure. I mean, I've already, being like a week removed, I miss practice and I miss hanging out with the guys every day. Like, all of our linemen, like Cruzy, Drehaus, Detman, Oberg, Titus, all those guys, like, they worked their butts off for this year, and it's just really cool to see all that hard work pay off. And being able to be around such a hardworking, like, good group of men was really what I'll cherish most about the season.
I think what I'll remember the most about this team is just how close they were, how observant they were, where when they noticed that someone needed a hug, they hugged. When someone needed help with something, there was a hand there. They held out their hand to help them. When someone needed a shoulder, there were all kinds of shoulders. Just that they were real. It wasn't a facade or fake or just at practice or football. They were real, and that they, just watching them, whether it be at football practice or in school or at a game or at flag football where they came and coached, just to watch them be real and provide hope for a lot of people, coaches, fellow players, parents, former players, things like that, that they provided that for a lot of people.
I would say no one on this team is where they are without their hard work. We all worked as hard as we could to be able to start, to be able to play, and whenever you've put that much time and effort into something, you know you're going to get a good result because you want it that much more than the other teams or something like that. So I guess that's what really was different with this group, was there was so much just will and want to win every single week.
Strasburg has preached it for longer than I've been around, and it's a lot more than football. He always says it's about life skills, teaching us how to be good kids, good gentlemen, all that kind of stuff. And it's nice knowing that it's more than football to everybody bought in, everyone got along, picked each other up when we were down. Off the field we always hung out, just a bunch of guys having fun. On and off the field, making friendships, and it's just, I don't know, just friends.
Well, we were all, like, every single one of these kids is just like a great kid. Like, I could be like best friends with each and every one of these kids. Like, it was just crazy to see how close we got, and that's the team thing. We were basically all brothers by the end of it.
I think when the players look back at 2019, or for that matter, some of them are looking back on their career because it's over. I want them to know and understand that from the day they chose Hutch football, they counted. From that first day, and it didn't matter how big or small they were, how fast or slow, how strong or weak they were, they counted. And they were important. And they, not just on Fridays, but always. And I think that's, I want them to know that, and that's not fake either. That's real. That's how we do things. And there's no doubt that the Hutch football torch is burning brighter now than it's burned in a while, and it's because of these kids, and it's because they're real. They are, and they fueled that fire with hope and just being real and caring about each other, and it's not fake either. It's real. It is, and I'm fortunate that I see it and be a part of it every day. I see it on the bus. I see it in the locker room. I see the real that, there's real hugs and there's real tears, and they might be tears of joy, but they might be tears of sadness too, but it's real, and that doesn't go away. That doesn't just disappear. That's something that now for the rest of their lives, they chose Hutch football. They wanted to be a part of that. Well, guess what? Hutch football chose them right back. And that's for the rest of their lives, when they're old and gray, or maybe when they have a little boy, we would hope that they make that their boy, or maybe their coaching or someone at work, that they make that person feel counted too. Make them feel important and about it and a part of it. And that's what we try to do. But just, when maybe these underclassmen can look back at this year and see what the senior class led them to, and to try to carry that on, and don't let that torch flicker a little bit, but make sure you keep fueling that football torch, and understand that that isn't without sacrifice, or that isn't an easy thing to do, but it's a worthwhile thing to do.